Welcome. Today we have rice porridge on the menu. If this is your first time, you are most welcome. Yes, rice pap is made from rough rice. It's homegrown rice in Sierra Leone. Very nutritious rice. I have soaked it, washed it until water is clear, and remove the sand from it because it's unpolished. There's sometimes you have some sand and little stones that comes with it, so you have to be very careful when washing that. Now I'm going to blend it into fine flour. Use the flour mill feature of your blender if you have one. Blend it maybe like 5 minutes, I think, but blend it until it is fine flour. I like rough rice so much, especially to make rice porridge. And after blending it, I'm pouring it into a bowl. I'm going to make little balls out of this flour. So into the bowl it goes. I will be adding little water, sprinkling little water at a time. Then I'll be mixing it in a circular motion using the edge of the bowl as a guide to get little tiny balls. That's my aim here. It's gonna take a while, but we will achieve it. Just be careful with the water. We want it to be waterish. It has to be damp a little bit, just moist a little bit, so it can form into the shape that I want to give to it. Yes, if you have any other method of doing this, kindly share. And I'm going to air it out to get it dehydrated. I need those tiny pieces of balls to be very dehydrated so that I can cook them and they can maintain their shape. That is the beauty of rice pap. You have these tiny balls and you're enjoying it and chewing it, things like that. So for it to maintain its shape, it has to be very, very well dehydrated. So I will be taking it outside, bringing it in. Just follow the sun, I should say. Wherever I can have the penetration of the sun will work for me. And at some point, I'm going to transfer it to a basket so that the holes in the basket will allow the flow of air, and that will help it also to be dehydrated faster. But if you are where you have a lot of sunlight, this can be achieved in a few hours. So spread it out. You don't want it to be all clogged up. You want it to be dehydrated, so it has to be spread out nicely. And if you have the tray basket tray, that's the best. That's the best thing to use. It will be dehydrated in no time because it has the holes and air keeps flowing. So this is outside on the patio. This is inside near one of the windows. I'm just trying to get the penetration. Yes, now I have this steamer. It's a bamboo steamer. I'm going to use it as my own basket tray. So I left it overnight, and the next day I took it out again. It was windy, so I have to cover it with a chiffon cloth. And there we have it. It was all nice and dry. Yeah, look at it. I'm going to pass it through a sieve so that I can have the bigger pieces on one side and the little pieces on another side. We cook the bigger pieces first because it will take a long time to cook. So I have lime, using one lime. It's just the green lime, and 2 tamarind. I soak the tamarind in warm water. That's salt. I'll be using a pinch of salt. 2 cups water to a boil. As I said, I'll be using the bigger pieces. You have to be careful with it. You don't want them to stick together. So that's why I'm putting it in that circular form, a little at a time. And I'll be using the wooden spoon to stir it. Yes, you don't want it to settle at the bottom and you don't want them to stick together. A pinch of salt. Salt enhances the taste of sugar. So a pinch of salt will do the trick. When you have a pinch of salt, you don't want to use too much sugar. Just a little sugar and you will taste it. You have the sugar taste. Clean up, clean up. I need a very clean surface when I'm working. Yes, I'm just rubbing it against the wooden spoon. It's hot, but my hands are wet, so I don't feel it much and I'm used to that. Yes, I don't want to see any whitish portion. Now goes the little piece. It's ready now. That's about halfway through the cooking process, which is like 15 minutes already. And I noticed that I will need more water. So I'm going to add 1 cup of boiling water. Please use boiling water. You want to maintain the temperature. You don't want to use anything lower, any water lower temperature. It will slow down the cooking process. I want to get the juice out of this tamarind. Okay, I'm using the lime now. I like to peel the lime because the peel of the lime has a bitter flavor and you don't want your food to be bitter. So always peel the lime. That's what I found out, and it will only be having the lime juice. That's what you want, the lime juice, not the juice from the peel. In goes our tamarind. Yeah. So this residue is also nice to use. You can use it if you want to. Give it some stir and want to try, still have some white portion, still have about 10 minutes more to go. We don't want any white portion. The sugar can come in now. I'm using half cup of sugar. That is raw cane sugar. Raw cane sugar. Yes, keep on stirring so that none of it is settled at the bottom. Yeah, it has some white spots. We don't want that, so I'll keep cooking. It's ready now. Time to eat. Serve it hot, but don't drink it hot if you can't accommodate hot temperature in your mouth. Just make sure you can drink it when it's okay. Yeah, this tasted so good. But again, I want you to try this, and if it's okay, let me know. And thank you for watching up to this point. Have a nice day. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.